I've received funding over the last 6 years to build a database called the Extremist Crime Database. This database includes crimes committed by white supremacists, groups from the far left, as well as jihadi, all terrorists working within the United States and their activities. Our primary focus at first was to look at the violent criminal behaviors of domestic terrorists. And so we collected mostly homicide data and compared how far-rightist violent criminal activities may be different than other group activities. And since we've expanded, and one of the interesting projects that I'm involved in now is looking at the financial crimes by both jihadi and far-rightists. And so we look at how financial crimes are used as precursors to terrorism and how they're used to fund terrorist organizations or hate groups. Groups that are larger tend to be more violent. Groups that are older also tend to be more violent. There's also an organization tactic known as Leaderless Resistance, which has really become popular, which became popular in the 1990s, especially among white supremacist groups, thinking about how they can avoid law enforcement infiltration by organizing without leaders, by being small groups of individuals unconnected to other groups. And it appears that groups that actually sort of buy into that tactic actually end up being more violent. We have a database of roughly 350 homicides committed by far-right extremists. 30% actually were committed by lone wolves, somebody who is not affiliated with a specific group. And so we sort of started digging into that data and looking at the nature of lone wolf terrorism. A typical lone wolf offender will have multiple contacts both with the criminal justice system prior to committing their most violent act, and they'll also have multiple contacts with extremist groups. I think what a lone wolf does is they sample, they go out and they try out groups and they attend meetings and they may even make connections, and what happens is that they're outsiders among these outsiders and they don't fit, and so it sort of pushes them away. And so I think it really opens up opportunities for responding and thinking about how better to identify lone wolves and actually react to lone wolves.